right, spring has sprung and this lawn needs to get cut. And I'm going to try to do it using just the residual power left in these two batteries after they've sat on this counter all winter. Let's see how they do. So I have the EGO 56-volt battery electric model number LM2000-S lawnmower, and I also have the EGO 56-volt battery electric cordless trimmer model ST1200. I bought both these units from Home Depot back in 2015, and I've been tweeting about them ever since. Now, I like a lot of things about my EGO lawnmower and trimmer, but I've particularly been impressed with these batteries. This will be the 8th season that I have been using these same batteries, the original batteries that came with the lawnmower and the trimmer when I bought them back in 2015. Now, when spring comes around and it's time to cut my lawn for the first time, I usually start using the big battery first. Now, as you can see here, another great advantage to a battery electric lawnmower, and I suppose probably any electric lawnmower, is that they can fold up if the manufacturer decides to design them that way. Well, that is certainly how the EGO lawnmowers are designed. They're designed for compact storage. So that's something I really like. So let's throw this 4 amp hour battery, the one that came with the lawnmower originally, into the lawnmower and see how much grass we can get cut with just the residual power left in this battery after a long winter of sitting on the counter. To start it up, we just insert the safety key and pull back on the bail switch. And off it goes. No tune-ups, no gas, no oil, no pulling on that starter thing over and over again in front of all your neighbors on your driveway. It just starts up every single time. No fuss, no muss. Now, the main reason I love electric lawnmowers is because they do not emit any CO2. Gas lawnmowers, on the other hand, burn gas, and they are not highly regulated. They don't have a lot of emissions controls equipment on them. So they can actually emit more CO2 per hour than a car. So right around here, I noticed that the battery light changed from green to orange, and that tells me that I will soon be running out of battery. But I hoped I could get this section finished, but I didn't quite. You can see that little kind of teardrop shaped piece of grass that I didn't quite get cut. There was that and just a little area over here by the tree. So that was it for that battery. It's time to pull this battery out and charge it up. So this is the charger that came with the lawnmower. Beside it, you can see the charger that came with the trimmer. You can use either one to charge either battery. So I popped the battery in the charger, and it didn't start to charge, and then I realized, oh yeah, I've got to plug it in. So I plug it in, and off it goes, and it treats us to a little light show while it's charging up, and it will take about an hour to charge that battery back up to full capacity. But that's okay, because I have the 2 amp hour 56 volt battery that came with the trimmer. This is the trimmer right here. This is the battery that came with it. They are both 56 volt batteries. Obviously, the 2 amp hour battery is smaller and lighter and will run for half the time that the 4 amp hour battery that came with the lawnmower will run. An interesting thing about these batteries, though, is they are completely interchangeable. So I'm going to take this 2 amp hour battery that came with the trimmer and just pop it back into the lawnmower and carry on. So a great thing about these lawnmowers is starting them back up is just so easy. You put the safety key in, you pull back on the bail switch, we've got a green light, and we are ready to get back at it. I'll just finish up with this section of lawn, and then we'll move on to the next section. Well, let's see how far I can get with this smaller 2 amp hour battery. I wonder if I can finish the whole front lawn here. So right here is how far I got with the second smaller 2 amp hour battery. So that's it. That's all the lawn I managed to cut using just the residual power that was left in these batteries after sitting on the counter for the entire winter. And I have to tell you, there have been many winters where I've just left these batteries sitting out in the garage, where they basically freeze solid over the whole winter. Now, this battery is still charging up, and this battery here is out. So I decided this would be a good time to take a lunch break. 30 minutes later. Okay, so the 4 amp hour battery is now completely charged up. I will just put the 2 amp hour battery in the charger and put this 4 amp hour battery back in the lawnmower and get back at it. Now I have no doubt that now that this 4 amp hour battery, the bigger of my 2 batteries, is fully charged, I will have enough power to completely finish this job. One of the first questions people often ask me about mowing my lawn with a battery electric lawnmower is, how long can you mow your lawn before the battery runs out? And my answer is, well, since I have 2 batteries, I can essentially mow my lawn indefinitely because while I'm using one battery, the other battery is charging. And the front lawn is cut. Now, a really great thing about these mowers, as I pointed out at the beginning of the video, is that they can fold up. Not all battery-powered electric mowers do this, but this one does. And here, what I'm going to show you now is a really great advantage of the fact that you can stand these up sideways, and that is that you can clean out the grass from underneath the deck of your lawnmower, because if you leave that, it dries out, it becomes caked on, and it makes your lawnmower heavier and noisier. And a really great thing about these electric lawnmowers is they are very quiet, and so many of these battery electric lawnmowers actually have an LED light, which allows you to mow your lawn at night, and you don't have to worry about bothering your neighbors. So there you go, it's all stowed away, ready for the next time I need to cut my grass. I hope you'll consider getting an electric lawnmower. They are so convenient, so easy to use, and mowing your lawn with an electric lawnmower is such a great thing to do for the environment. What are you doing? The video's over. The grass is cut. Go do something. Live your life. All I want.